Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and today we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets because, guys, if you've been watching the markets over the last 24 hours, you will have noticed two things. One, Bitcoin has finally broken that all-important level of resistance that was $9,000. We've talked about that level of resistance extensively on the channel. I've talked to you a lot about how important that level was, and thankfully we have broken it. Guys, I think the bulls are coming back, and also, the next thing you will have noticed is that just about every single project and every single cryptocurrency here on CoinMarketCap is green. Some of these coins and projects, double-digit green. EOS is up nearly 30%. So we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and a couple of other cryptocurrencies that have been doing really well lately in today's video. But if you enjoyed today's video, you should definitely think about dropping a like and subscribing because, guys, I like making these videos, and if I don't have anyone to share the videos with, then why am I making the videos, right? Go ahead and subscribe. It's free. All right, let's get into it. Bitcoin is trading at $9,368, although that's a bit higher if we come and refresh this page. The volume is doing really well, guys. This is something I've talked about in the last couple of days, or actually about the last week and a half, really, when Bitcoin finally started this little bull run that we've been expecting, but didn't really think was actually going to happen. After we had this massive green candlestick here, and we started this little continuous uptrend in Bitcoin and the altcoin market over the last week and a half or so, one of the things that had been kind of worrying me is that the volume had not been picking up to actually match the price levels that we were starting to see, but thankfully that is starting to follow through. As you can see, cryptocurrency market capitalization, or not market capitalization, volume as a whole is right around $31 billion now. That's doing pretty well. Bitcoin is getting close to $10 billion in 24-hour trading volume. That was half of that a week ago, guys. That is a really big deal. It's very good to see that kind of volume returning. It signals utilization, it signals increased trading, it signals a lot of things, but just know that it's a very important thing to see that kind of volume. We have seen historically volume very, very high on Bitcoin, as high as around $25 billion a day, back when we were peaking up around $20,000. So we still have a long way to go, but it is good to see the volume starting to come up and match the cryptocurrency's price. As we can see, the top 5 cryptocurrencies, EOS being in the top 5, which is insane. Every single one of the top 5 cryptocurrencies has billion-plus volume. Tron, down here at number 12, has $1.2 billion in volume today. Its market capitalization is only $4.5 billion, so that's a very good ratio for Tron. That's a lot of value. Tron is up 25% on the day. There are a lot of people in the Discord server who are very big fans of Tron. If you guys want to come talk to any of them, the link to join the Discord server is in the description. You should do that. We have a nice little community going there. But anyway, guys, I want to mention one more thing, then we're going to jump into the technical analysis portion of this video, and that is that one of my favorite projects, if you've probably seen me talking about this on the channel if you've been here for a while, is Ethos, otherwise known as BQX, that being the ticker symbol. EOS is up 20% today. Ethos is up 20% today. It's doing pretty well. The Universal Wallet isn't even out yet. It is very nice to see that doing very well. All right, let's jump into the technical analysis portion of the video. Let's not dilly-dally any longer. There are a couple of things I want to mention here. $9,000, as we can see, is a very important level. We were bumping our head against it for a little over 3 days, so the market was trying to decide whether or not it wanted to jump up above $9,000, and eventually we finally got a kick in the rear by this long-term uptrend. Well, not long-term uptrend, but this uptrend that kind of forced us above it. Luckily, that forced us above it. We could have just as easily broken bearish out of this downtrend and come down and retested $8,000, but we broke bullish out of it, and we were trading up around $9,500. That has been trending upwards ever since around midnight last night Eastern Standard Time. Bitcoin's price has been going up towards $10,000, which is, of course, going to be the next big level that we want to look out for. $9,500 is going to pose some resistance. The next big level that we're going to be looking out for on Bitcoin is, of course, $10,000. That is one of the biggest big even levels that you could think of. $10,000 per Bitcoin before we hit $20,000 and before we hit $10,000 was the long-term dream of everyone who invested in cryptocurrency. That was like that was heaven. Everybody saying, "Oh, Bitcoin's going to go to $10,000." That was what everybody said. Now everybody says Bitcoin's going to go to $50,000. Bitcoin's going to go to $100,000. But for a long time, everybody was salivating at the idea of Bitcoin just going to $10,000. So it's kind of funny that we're going back to retest $10,000. Just a little bit of context for you there, guys. But $10,000 is going to be a very important level of resistance. We do, of course, have a lot of trading back here around the level of $10,000, but part of the reason why it's going to be an important level of resistance is because on the daily chart, we are overextended on the RSI. Well, we're not yet overextended on the RSI, but we are getting into overbought territory here on the RSI. As well, we do have also resistance here at the 200-day moving average. It's going to continue up a little bit and probably be sitting up here right around the $9,700, $9,800 to the $10,000 range in the next couple of days when we go up and try and test $10,000. So that's going to be an important level to look out for. I'd be careful buying into this market right now, guys, because we're riding a very, very, very steep uptrend that we're probably going to break within the next week or so. And what we're probably going to do, if I were to guess what is most likely in this market, what I would more than likely like to see, or what I would more than likely, what I think is more than likely going to happen, I should say, is that we're going to come up here, bump our heads against $10,000, come back, probably get resistance, or probably get support, rather, at this uptrend, and we're probably going to break bearish out of it, and then we're going to test $9,000 as support. If that doesn't hold, then we're going to test $8,000. I don't necessarily think we're going to break $10,000 on the first try, but I've been wrong before. I definitely think it's possible. I'm just not thinking this is the most likely scenario. But guys, this is a very good thing. We've been wanting to see kind of breaks like this. We've been wanting to see Bitcoin hit levels of resistance and then break bullish out of them. We're seeing a lot of more bull signs coming into the market. And if we come out here to the day chart, you can really see what I'm talking about. As you can see, we do actually have a pretty substantial little bull market going on here. We haven't seen a movement like this really since back here, and back here we double topped, and then back there is back here. So we haven't really seen a very good movement like this in Bitcoin for quite a long time, so it is refreshing to see this. And an interesting thing to keep in mind is also that Bitcoin's dominance is going down while the market is being very bullish. So that means even more value is pouring into the altcoins than is pouring into Bitcoin, which you can see here. Bitcoin's only up 6%. Some of these altcoins are up double digit into 20 and 30% day ranges, which is also very interesting. Let's go on and look at Ethereum real quick, because Ethereum is also up quite a bit today. It's up 10%. As you can see, Ethereum is just killing it. A lot of these altcoins, everything in cryptocurrency is just killing it. Guys, what's probably going to happen here with Ethereum, if I were to guess, we are on the USD chart. I'll look at the BTC chart here in a second. What we're probably going to see is that Ethereum is probably going to hit this 100-day moving average and get resistance at it, because we are overbought on the RSI here. If we come here over here to Ethereum over BTC, we see a similar thing, actually. We see Ethereum coming up here to this 7.8 million Satoshi range, and we're probably going to get resistance there and probably have a little bit of a pullback. We'll see what happens there, though. Let's look at EOS, because EOS is a very interesting contender in this space. I've been pretty bullish on EOS for a while, guys. If you go back and watch some of my videos from like a month ago, I was saying, like, every single video, I was like, okay, guys, EOS, 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 EOS. EOS is probably a really good buy right now, guys. EOS's all-time high is $18. It's trading at like $3 back then. Now it's at like $14. Not $3, I'm exaggerating, but you understand. And this was back here in this little time. That was the accumulation phase for EOS. I would not be buying into EOS right now, guys. This is the EOS over BTC chart. I was kind of expecting it to double top here and then form an ascending wedge pattern. Or not an ascending wedge pattern, a flat top wedge pattern. I was kind of expecting that to happen and then us form kind of a breakout pattern like Ethereum had back in 2017. You can go look on the chart for that. That's what I was expecting, but EOS just has a lot of exuberance in its market right now. And I'm not totally sure that this kind of run is necessarily warranted on EOS. EOS is still in ICO. Its project isn't even launched yet. It's still an ERC20 token, and it's number 5 on CoinMarketCap, guys. I definitely think EOS and its technology and its team can be a competitor to Ethereum, but I think it's going to take a little bit more time for it to get there. I'm not totally sure that EOS is worth $12 billion in market capitalization right now. I would not buy in at these fresh highs. If you I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's completely up to you. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just telling you what I would do. I would not be buying in at these fresh highs. In fact, I just sold at these fresh highs, actually. I rode EOS all the way up here. EOS was a very good hodl. I made over 100% on that. Not a hodl, a trade. Anyway, I'm on a tangent. My point is that I wouldn't buy above this line right here. We're probably going to fall back and test this line right here of right around 130,000 Satoshis. Look for EOS to pull back to that. I think that's probably more than likely going to happen. Another project, and also one last thing, is that EOS is consistently overbought on the RSI. It is pretty high on the RSI. It's very bullish right now, but it's probably going to have a pullback, guys. So be careful with EOS. It's very, very overbought right now. Let's look at BQX, which is Ethos. I've done I think like 5 or 6 videos on Ethos before. I'm a big fan of the project. I'm a big fan of Shingo Levine. They're doing great work over there. What they're doing is they're building a universal wallet so that you can basically put any cryptocurrency into it and you can exchange from fiat to any of those cryptocurrencies with a universal or a fiat to cryptocurrency gateway. And it's going to be on mobile. It's going to be designed around user friendliness to help get new people into cryptocurrency. Ethos is a very interesting project. If you haven't looked into Ethos at all, there'll be a video linked right here. that will explain a little bit more about what Ethos is, but I really want to do some technical analysis on this because it's around 15% up today. As you can see, it is getting into the overbought territory on the RSI, just like all of the cryptocurrencies are, but it's actually broken through every single one of its moving averages levels of resistance. It was getting close to this 100-day level of resistance, and we broke through it. We did break out of this long-term downtrend and this long-term downtrend trading channel. We broke out of it, and we did get support right around here where I drew the level of support quite a while ago. I'm very bullish on Ethos. I can't speak today, guys. I'm very sorry. I am very bullish on this project, and I think we can easily run all the way back up here. I would definitely look into putting a position in Ethos. I am definitely accumulating right now, although you might want to wait for a little bit of a pullback here. That's going to be it for the technical analysis portion of this video. I just want to show you guys one thing real quick. I'm not going to promote Hashflare in every single video. I've talked about it once in like the last month, but I am going to talk about it in this video because there's something that you guys should know about, even if you're not going to invest in Hashflare, which I'm not telling you to invest in Hashflare. There is a link to the to sign up for Hashflare in the description down below. That is an affiliate link. If you sign up under that affiliate link, it helps the channel out, but I'm not telling you to sign up for it. You can if you want. That is your own decision. But the reason I'm going to be talking about Hashflare today is because I have a little experimental account here. I only have about 4.17 terahash. It's making decent money. The ROI right now is around 230 days, and the contracts are 1 year long. But the reason I want to show you Hashflare is because they did recently cut their prices in half. For 1 terahash, it used to be $120, now it's $60. And if you don't know what Bitcoin mining is, this is a cloud mining service. What you basically do is you rent space on Hashflare's and their parent company's miners to mine Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and then they give you a cut, and then they also take a cut for a miner fee. So it's a decent way to make passive income in cryptocurrency. I don't necessarily recommend doing this, but if you want to play around with a little bit of money, you can definitely do this. This isn't like a BitConnect thing or anything. This is mining. This is how Bitcoin actually validates transactions, so there is a very real business model behind this kind of thing. But I'm not going to talk about that much. I just wanted to show you guys that in case you're interested, because the prices are really cheap right now. They've never been this cheap on Hashflare. But anyway, I want to say one last thing before the video ends, and that is I want to go to my YouTube channel, and I want to thank each and every one of you who watches the videos consistently. We have been getting so many views on all the videos. We haven't had a video go out that hasn't gotten over 1,000 views in like a month and a half, and that is really encouraging, guys. Every single one of you who watch the channel, support the channel, leave likes, leave comments, join the Discord server, leave nice comments or even hateful comments. I love reading your hateful comments also because they're funny, because you guys are really bad at trolling. You don't have the experience that I do, guys. I'm a much better troll than you are. But either way, I want to thank every one of you who has subscribed to the channel. We're getting close to 5,000 subscribers. In the next couple of months, a lot of things are going to be changing on the channel for the good. There's going to be a lot more content coming out with a lot higher quality. You're going to stop hearing this fan in the background because I'm going to be fixing that. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening in the near future. So just stick around, guys, for a little while. And I think we can definitely grow the channel pretty quickly. I think good things are going to happen for the channel and for the cryptocurrency market, guys. But if you are a big fan of what's going on in the cryptocurrency market and you are ready for the bull run in the same way that I am, I want you to tell me in the comments section down below, or you can join the Discord server and come tell me in private. Or in person, rather. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.